Hello. So this is the Build with Bear workshop, but it's a bit different than normal. Normally, obviously, I'm streaming on Twitch and then they're recorded later for YouTube. But in this instance, this is just for YouTube because when this goes live, when you're watching this for the first time, I will be in Seattle for Emerald City Comic Con, and not here in New York doing this live. So I figured, well, if I'm going to be there Wednesday to Sunday, I'm going to miss two streams. I'm in a hotel room, so there's no way I'm going to have a good internet connection there. I should do something else. So what I'm doing is I have this hover tank, this Lego Star Wars hover tank to build. I never got around to building it. Just never won a poll or anything like that. So let me do it. Let me just do it here. I'm going to record two videos as specials. One will go out on Thursday, one will go out on Saturday around the same time that I would have been streaming so people can watch them then, and they don't really upset their own schedule. And I figured that'd be something I could do for y'all. This is a 4 bag kit. It's a 200 and 385 pieces. Put it up here. It's cool. It comes with some figs, some stormtroopers, and some dude named I don't know who Sirit Imwe is, but Sirit Imwe has some felt in his minifig, so that's cool. So anyway, I'm just gonna build this. So we'll do 2 bags, then I'll stop the video and then pick it up again, and then I'll finish up the kit, and we'll just do it right now. I don't know how long it's gonna be for each video. I don't know how half an hour, might be 45 minutes, might be an hour. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it and kind of come up with some conversation. Obviously, I want to have chat to help me out. But I haven't done Lego in a bit, so I'm excited for that. Let's go to the main feed here. That was enough intro. So we got our handy dandy separator, our only real tool. We have not knolled. We're gonna knoll now. I was starting to do it, and I was like, I'll just do it on stream, or not on stream, on video. Already saying that. So we'll separate the pieces of our guy here, Chimmy, or whatever his name is. We'll separate those. Got some weapons for this kit, so we'll have to build that. And as always, we're dealing with some different colors here, and we're just separating by color. We got black, we got 2 different kinds of gray. Those are our, and then we've got other. Primarily, that's what we're doing for these kinds of kits. So right now we're just putting light colors together. And I like to put other all together as well, and then I'll separate that out there. These are normally lightsabers. These are normally the hilts for lightsabers. But in this case, they are part of some sort of bow staff thing. It's like a crossbow kind of a thing. Let's put that there. So yeah, I haven't done Lego in a bit. When I'm recording this, I am still deep into the Perfect Grade kit for our Gundam. And that has been the majority of my building time. I haven't done anything else but that. So it's been quite the process. Haven't had any time to do it. I don't really do personal builds much anymore. Every once in a while I'll put together something simple and silly. I'll buy something cheap and just kind of put together on my own just for the joy of it. I'm recording this on a Friday, so I've just done a build stream the night before. So, usually it's like early in the week that I'm like, I really want to do this. I really want to build something, and I can't because I don't really build for pleasure anymore. I just build because it's a thing that I do as a job, because streaming is a job. But it's a part-time job right now, but it is a job. I do enjoy it. At some point, I'm going to go on Twitter just for things to talk about, because this is I'm recording this in February and it's going out in March. I don't want to be too topical. I don't want to give you old news or whatever, but I do. If there's something that piques my interest, I'll talk about it. This is only the second time I've done something like this. I was forced into doing it when I was home visiting my folks because I thought I would be able to stream from South Carolina, but it turns out internet there just wasn't going to have it. So I ended up just recording something and then putting it up and uploading it to YouTube. So that was fine. But yeah, I'll probably pop in right now, obviously just doing the separating thing. Those that maybe came in during my perfect grade, because I know I've gotten some new followers. You might not know that I do Lego kits. This is actually the last Lego kit I have. I have one Mega Construx that I have not finished. But yeah, I I really like doing Lego. Something very, like simple and easy about just putting the stuff together, follow the instructions, and you get it done. I mean, I enjoy model kit building, clearly, or I wouldn't do it. But there's something very satisfying about doing a Lego set and just finishing it up. All right, so we've got a few more pieces here to kind of put where we need to go. On stream, it should be pretty noticeable, or in video, when we go up to this camera, that these are different colors, right? These are two different grays. They're two different grays. Very noticeable on both cameras. But on paper, sometimes not super noticeable. So if there's any errors come up in my builds, it's usually because of that. And we've knolled. We're now knolled, and we're ready to build. Let's build our minifig first. So yeah, we got this piece of fabric. It came in in its own little box, and I'm supposed to fold it over on folding over the legs, and it gets like this kind of like little fabric thing. That's pretty cool, I think. Oops. Making sure I do it right, and then when I put the body on there, it's like a wrap, and it's kind of cool. It's pretty unique. I don't know anything about this character. As I said, I don't know why he has two different colored hands. I assume one is maybe robotic, or maybe he's doing a single glove. I don't know. I'm sure that folks, hey, put in the comments what this character's deal is if you know. If you're like, oh, you don't know about Chirrut Îmwe, he's famous for blank. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what his dumb deal is. I mean, maybe he's great. Maybe he's amazing and I've been missing out. He's got two faces. He's got, I'm kind of worried, and I'm a smirker. So we're going to go with smirking. Put his helmet hair on. I assume some of these are extra pieces, which is cool. Lego is pretty good about giving you some extra pieces, which is very nice of them. So now we're going to build his gun. Just start with a regular rifle, space rifle, and with some component pieces put in, now it becomes somewhat of like a crossbow. Got these horns. It's pretty cool. We got an extra horn, which is nice, because dropping that would be a bummer. Knock on plastic. We don't drop anything. You never know. And then I need one of these. Lock it in place. Put that on there. And then, like I said, these are usually lightsabers. So it's kind of interesting that we're building some sort of bow staff with them. It's kind of cool. I hope this is fun for folks. I know that obviously I wish that I guess I could have streamed this on its own, like as a separate thing, and invited people to come watch, but I figured I would just record something so you all had something to watch, so I'm not disrupting too. It is bad to not stream like this, but like I said, I'm staying in a hotel room, so I would not be able to stream anyway. I'll have a Q&A that came out for my Patreon backers that's going to come out the same week that I'm doing all this. And then, of course, hey, check my Twitter, twitter.com/PatBear, because while I'm out there doing my thing at Emerald City Comic Con, I'm doing it for Oni. The fine folks at Oni are the reason I'm out there. They brought me out to do some videos for them for their YouTube, and to host a game of Secret Hitler with Charlie Chu from Oni. I'm out there with Charlie hosting that. So yeah, keep an eye on my Twitter because I'll be saying like when the panels are and what's being streamed, when it's being streamed. All right, I need one gray two-piece. There's not a lot of gray, so it literally can't find it. So now I have to go dig around. There it is. Obviously, knolling by color helps, but also knolling because it's not a gray. It's this tan piece. That's why I couldn't tell. My eyesight's not great. I mean, it's good enough, but it's not great. I get by, but as you saw there, that took way longer than it should have because of my eyesight. I'm not like colorblind or anything like that, but I do think that I have some issues with telling colors apart. I'm on some sort of problem with that was never identified and I never worked on, which is a mistake. Take it from me, young people watching this. Um, Take care of your eyes. I went like 10 years without getting an eye exam, and so I had the same prescription. That wasn't good for my eyes. Uh, then I went 3 years before I got these glasses, which are the same exact frames as the last one from. And when I went in for them, my prescription hadn't changed, and that was awesome to hear. I got the same exact frames as the old ones, so in fact, my old glasses are good. Which, as an adult, this is the first time ever that I've had a backup pair of glasses that are not like a terrible old prescription. So in case these break, I'll actually have something to wear, and they're like kind of old, and the frames look kind of grimy, but they'll work. So that's awesome and unbelievable. These are I forget the name exactly of what the actual frames are, but I love them so much. I got an email. Maybe that'll be something I could talk about. Nope. Just a ad for someone's Patreon that or not an ad, an email from someone's Patreon that I support. Speaking of Patreon, man, I know I've said this. I'm a bit of a broken record on this, but if you're not backing me on Patreon, give it a consider. Especially if you don't love the Amazon Twitch ecosystem, but you like what I do. You watch them later on YouTube, like you're watching this. Give it a consideration. I'd love to hit $150 a month, and be able to stream 3 times a week. I really can't do that beyond that. And also, if I hit $150 a month, I will get a PO box, which is a thing that a couple people have been asking for. Not many, but a few people have asked for that. That would be a cool thing to have. Dark gray, and one of these. Great. So yeah, so we're building this hover tank. It looks like it's going to be a cool little weapon, or vehicle, I should say. Excited to build that. But yeah, my Patreon. I'm interested in working on it. I think it'd be cool to build that up and to hit that. $5 backers get videos in advance. So this is going to be out on a Thursday, but they'll get it Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon, depending on when I'm available to send out the link. And that's just like a thing I can offer people is they get an advantage of the videos early. My Let's Play series they get early. My Let's Play series, which you should check out on YouTube if you haven't already. Pat Plays Pokemon. I'm really enjoying that. I'm doing a randomized Emerald run right now, and I usually shoot 2 episodes a week because that airs on Monday and Wednesdays. So Sunday and Tuesday they get $5 plus backers get that. But the thing that I found is I want to play it. Like I really want to play it right now. Like so much that I'm considering getting Ultra Sun Moon, or either Sun or Moon. Even though I played so much of Sun, but I'm like just thinking about wanting to play more Pokemon and not being able to, or doing another save and doing a completely different Emerald, but that would probably get confusing, so I shouldn't do that. But man, I want to play. We got these pieces here. So it took me a long time to figure out what the deal was this, because they're like weirdly colored. and they've got the double things. But then I realized, oh, so these are the launchers for missiles. So they're in just about every Star Wars set. Almost every Star Wars set has a missile launcher or two. So that's what these are. So they're for the laser guns, missile, rockets, photons, whatever you want to call it. All right. What are we doing here? 15 minutes. Okay. We're making our way through. Bag one. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take to do 2 bags with knolling in between. But I'm mostly just here for fun and to give you something to watch while I am not available to stream. I don't like this, that I'm not able to stream. The following month from now, when I'm in Boston for PAX East, I am, fingers crossed, going to stay in an Airbnb that will have decent enough internet that I will be able to stream from there. That's the hope anyway. The goal is that I'll stay in Airbnb with good, strong, dedicated internet, and I'll be able to stream and bring a kit with me. Because it's just packing in my suitcase because I take the train, so I'm not worried about it like I'd be flying or something. So I can bring the gear to stream with me, and it's not a big problem. All right, so these two, each get one of these. This is a pretty simple kit. There's something just so nice about doing this after doing weeks of a perfect grade kit and like doing really intricate but big pieces and just being kind of worried about it. Jumping from that to this is pretty nice because this is just like follow the instructions, and then if I screw up, it's okay. And it's kind of nice not having to use my snipper clips. My separator I've used once so far, and I might not even use it again. Alright, so this goes kind of over. This goes over. And then these two walkers through. But yeah, so PAX East, that's the hope anyway, is that I'll be able to stream at least once. Right now, I have not got... I have a... So here's the deal. Here's what happened. I've got a hotel room, right? It's very expensive because it's Boston. The idea is I'll get up really early in the morning on Thursday, go up there, work, leave the convention center, check into my hotel, come back to work on the show floor. That's kind of like the goal right now. But the hope is that I actually can get an Airbnb with someone else that would be way cheaper. And then it's early and it's close enough that I can cancel my hotel room without getting in trouble because I'll have done it early enough that I can cancel it without it being a problem. So that's the hope anyway. Save some money and then also be able to stream. But the idea would be I would stream like once or twice while I'm there. Probably just once and take one day off and just put a video up for one of those days. Come up on Thursday and then stream and then put up a video and then stream on Saturday. Because so for PAX East, I have a show that Thursday night at 9 p.m. I've got the improvised postmortem. That's at 9 p.m. that day. So I can't. This comes together. So this is coming together so well. So I won't be able to stream that night. Anyway, so even if I did have the time, which I won't be able to stream that. So that's Saturday. As of right now, I have nothing that Saturday. I have something Thursday and I have something Friday. So it may be actually an afternoon stream. It might be an evening stream, depending on when I see the full schedule. But I should be able to stream on Saturday. So I'll get you something up. And then that Thursday, I'll just put up whatever. Or maybe I'll do a live stream Wednesday, the night before. I don't know. I'm figuring it all out. You're hearing my thought processes right now about that, basically. So dark gray goes on top of this. Look at that. We've only been 20 minutes, right? And some of that was me just talking to you. Look at what we've accomplished already. There's something very satisfying about Lego in that regard. About how you can just like kind of put it all together very simply. And then feel pretty accomplished about what you've put together. That. And we've got that. Here we go. Yeah, just nice, simple. Couple steps here, couple steps there. You look up top in the corner, see what you need. You get that together, and then just do what they need you. They tell you to do. All right. Yeah, there's no tricks. There's no language barrier. Nothing. Perfect grade. I just ran into a problem, so you know kind of where we're at. I'm just about to do some electronic work because there's like an LED light, and I have to do research because I have the instructions are not helping me. Obviously, they're just not enough. So I am investigating right now. What's up? Let's take a quick look here at. I'm just gonna go to Twitter.com, see what the conversation's like. I know there's some GDC conversations, there's some PAX East conversations. And we'll see if there's anything that spurs my interest so I can kind of monologue a little bit. Alright, yeah, no, nothing to kind of talk about here. Just League of Heels stuff went up right now. People were talking about the League of Heels show at PAX East. I put a video preview up. Aaron's been tweeting about it. I'll say this. I'm going to say it because I can't imagine we haven't gotten... Well, I can't imagine. I can't imagine we haven't gotten as far enough to talk about it. But I will say this. If it's March, which this is coming out on March 1st, this first episode, if we don't have a merch store available, then I've spilled the beans on this video. But we're going to have a merch store online, and then we are going to have a table at PAX East. It's the first time I've ever had that. It feels very grown up, which is probably a weird way to say that, but it feels like it. It feels like we've accomplished something by having official merch and having a table presence. So Aaron and I will be manning the table quite a bit, running the table. We'll have at least one or two helpers volunteering their time with us. And that's going to be really cool and really fun. I don't know what else to say about it other than it makes me feel really good that we're going to be able to kind of be a real thing, like even more. Like every year we take more and more steps to be more of a actual event. It makes me feel pretty cool. All right, and then we put this here. This is yeah, our entrance there, and then let's build this weapon here for the front. It's coming together nice and easy, and this goes into those. So there's like laser blasters here in the front, and then missiles that'll eventually be popped in there that are in another bag. And that is the end of bag 1. So we'll just open up bag 2 and we'll keep building. We'll put this aside for a second. These are our extra pieces. We're going to put them in our bag here. And then we will get going on our next bag. It's good. It took 20-something minutes. That's good. Put that aside. I already opened the bag, and then we're gonna quickly null this, and then we will get to building. So as always, I got the 3 primary colors and then the supporting colors. So we're just gonna put everything where they need to go, and then we will figure it out from there. All right, black, gray. So yeah, I'm very excited to have a table. We'll be in Bandland. So yeah, we're going to be in Bandland on the area with the other artists. So we'll be kind of near Chris Straub. We'll be near, I'm not sure who else, like Lodi Ready Run maybe. I don't know. I don't know who will be over there. But we'll be in that area, the Straub zone, basically. Not necessarily near the bands, but like the other side of the wall, I guess. But that's going to be really cool. I'm excited to be over there. Um, yeah, right now we're figuring out who's going to be helping us out with that. But hopefully we've already announced this and I've kind of talked about it. Like I said, this comes out on March 1st. And if we have not announced it by then fine, this broke it. That gives me a deadline to make sure. Because just like we want a store and we were like, well, where are we going to put the store up? And we're trying to put it up on a couple different places. And Aaron moved across the country and that really threw off everything. And, you know, I've got a job and I'm working hard on. And it's just like, it's a lot going on. But hopefully we'll get that store up so that people can buy merch in advance and then people can buy merch there. And then your favorite wrestling personalities, video game wrestling personalities, will be there. We're going to do table signings. We're going to have times, which we'll announce on the Twitter, that people can come and do some signings and buy merch that's specific to those people. You know, like, and we're not sure who's going to do that per se, but we'll figure it out. But we think it's going to be a cool little thing and a nice little bonus. We're very excited to have the opportunity. There, and yeah. And the idea is that, League of Heels costs Aaron a bunch of money, and it costs me some money too. So if we can do something to alleviate that, we're very excited about it. Hold on one second. Also, hey, maybe you don't want a weird Teespring Run GFB shirt that some random person made. Maybe you want a Digi-Evolution shirt. Maybe you want some official League of Heel merch. Maybe you want like old comics and posters that we made from previous shows that you watched on Twitter, but you didn't, or on Twitch, but you didn't watch live. We're gonna have stuff like that, and I'm very excited. It's all a bit up in the air. Aaron is kind of taking the lead on designing that stuff, and he and his wife are kind of working on that. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be real cool. And I hope that you'll all buy some merchandise when the time comes. If it's available by the time I put this video up, there'll be a link in the show description. If not, I will be tweeting about it on twitter.com/PatBear. Which is my Twitter account that you should follow, because then you know when I'm streaming. Great, we did our knolling. Let's get to building. 27 minutes in. Okay, cool. We're going there. Oops. Hide the phone. You don't need to see my phone. You can see me. You can see what I'm doing. You can see that guy. What's his name? All right, so get our main thing back. Put that there. We're putting pegs in. Because we got to put in other stuff soon. So we'll pop a peg in, and pop a peg in. Got to put in some more weapons and such. Alright. And then we're going to put in a front, like, roll cage kind of bar thing. One of these. So now, two of these here. Some people like to take all the bags. They like to empty up all the bags and put them out. No. Actually, this is too long of a piece. It's actually a gray piece. See, there we go. Messed up, but caught it quick enough. That's good. Yeah, some people like to open up all the bags and really null it. And we have the table space to do that, but there's just something about having easy access to just what we need. And it's harder to make a mistake like that if you're like, oh, this was the wrong color because I don't have enough of that piece. Whereas if you have a lot extra, you might just use the wrong color. Which I've certainly done. The last one, the ATST, I made quite a few mistakes on that one. And had to do a lot of fixing. Way more than normal. But of course, there were some tricks to that one. That one had some unique pieces and mechanics that I was unfamiliar with. Alright, gotta find 3 of these. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Right now, as you see this, as I said, I am in Seattle for Emerald City Comic Con. It's my first time going to Seattle for Emerald City. First time, obviously, at Emerald City. and very excited about it. This is stuff I've been wanting to do for a while, like have companies send me out to be a brand ambassador and be a host for things and talk about their products and do video content for them. It's a thing that I've really wanted to do more and more. So I'm excited for this test. Oni is a great company. They make really great comics, like everything from user artist owned comic book stuff, original series stuff. They're the ones that what brought us Scott Pilgrim. But then also they have some licensed product stuff that's doing really well, like the Rick and Morty comic and the Invader Zim comic are both really good. Um, and so it's been nice. Yeah, it's been nice to have the opportunity to work with people, and especially to work with people that I like and respect. That's rad. Like, hey, guess what? At some point, I'm going to work with people that I think are just okay, or maybe even problematic and weird. Um, I'm going to do everything in my power to avoid that from happening. I'm going to do everything I can to only work with super cool people that I want to work with. But I also know that it exists, the possibility exists that I'll work with some weirdos or weirdies. You know, that's all possible. I hope it doesn't happen, but it certainly can. If some company that I'm not really sure about is like, hey, we'd like you to come out to our to this convention, and we're gonna fly you out and have you host our things, and then I'm like, man, I don't like this company. Unless it's really egregious, I'll probably say yes because I want to do stuff like that and get my name out there. Like I said, there be reasons for me to be like, no, but gotta do that. I gotta do that. But I hope that I have built a amount of trust with all of y'all that even though Oni is paying for my hotel room, paying for my flight, I'm doing stuff with them, that you would trust me when I say that they're cool, good people. Hey, what I want you to do is you can go through my archives for 404ing it and look at the one I did 2017 at PAX West. Charlie Chu from Oni is on there. And I think genuinely you will like Charlie if you watch that video. If you haven't seen it, I think you would watch it and go, oh, well, this is a great guy. Okay. But also, I hope that you would trust me. That I'm not going to lead you wrong. Whoop. Just slid right off the desk. Right off the table. Yeah, I hope you would trust me that I'm not going to lead you wrong and lead you in the wrong direction. That I'm going to be straight with you and honest with you. I hope that you would trust me. That even if I'm doing the job, it's something that I'm interested in, or and obviously I'm not that good of an actor. If I'm not happy, y'all will be able to tell, okay? Y'all know if I'm doing something that I'm like, this isn't cool. You'll know really soon. Probably to my own detriment, you'll know if I'm not into a thing. Alright, so these have to go on this side. We got these peg things here. Put them in. And then this goes on that side. Do that. And then we'll do the other one here. That goes first one on this side. It's weird because I'm doing this video, and I want to talk to all of you, but I don't want to talk about anime because I'm gonna talk about anime when I'm on another video. Tomorrow I'll talk more about stuff because I'll have watched some stuff on my normal stream, so I don't want to do it here. I guess I could talk about stuff that doesn't have any time relevance. If there's anything that pops in my head. We're almost done with our first here. I'm guessing going to be 45, 50 minutes, which I think is pretty great. And then we'll end up taking a break, and I'll be able to relax a little bit, and then I will do the next two videos, or the next video, not the next two bags, which is the last video. And yeah, I'm happy about being able to do this, so I can give you something. Like I said, I I want to be able to stream consistently. That is a goal of mine. I've said this before, but I want to always stream like on schedule, but that's just not going to work out. If I was in an Airbnb, like I said, maybe that would have the option. But since I'm not, I'm staying in a hotel room. Can't trust that that's going to work because I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel where I had internet that was good enough to stream consistently and safely and all that. Safely is not the right word, but you know what I mean. All right, so that goes on there. It's coming together pretty fast here. Like I said, I think I said this already. This feels great. It has been a while since I have done a Lego set, and it's so nice how smooth and quick and easy this feels. Working on our hover tank here. Outside the main movies franchise, like the Clone Wars. I saw the Clone Wars animated movie, which is terrible, CG movie, very bad. And I watched the original Clone Wars cartoon, um, the one of Tartakovsky. I butchered his name. The gentleman that gave us Samurai Jack and Dexter's Modern Lab um, did a series of Clone Wars. And then the other Clone Wars stuff I have not engaged with, the other series. I hear very good things. I know Gary Whitta wrote on some Rebels stuff, which is awesome. Great for him. But that is not a thing I have engaged in or with. So I don't really know anything about it. I hear good things, just not my bag. I don't have cable, so it's all watching a lot of after the fact watching. All right. Building this thing up. Now we'll do these here. So yeah, the plan is to finish this bag, take a break, pert for myself, have a drink of water because I did not bring water with me, which was a mistake because I could use some water right now. Throat's pretty dry. I guess I could pause the video and go get something to drink, but sorry, we're so close to the end that I'm just gonna power through. And then yeah, I'll check Twitter and think about things to talk about for the next video because I don't know what I'm going to talk about there. Might just talk about Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho because the theme is in my head. I was thinking of the I tweeted this out the other day that I had a bass line in my head and I couldn't figure out what it was for a little while, and then realized it was the opening theme to Yu Yu Hakusho. I had that in my head, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Ended up watching a bunch of that. Well, we'll just talk about that now because I also don't know what else I'm going to talk about. Yu Yu Hakusho, 112 episode series. It is available on Crunchyroll. It is on Funimation, dubbed. It's a good dub. Quabra particularly, great voice actor. Yosuke, good voice actor. Yosuke. It's a good show. I love it. It's very of its time. I don't know if it holds up. I don't know if it's too slow. I don't know any of that. I just know that I really like that show. And cool that it's on Crunchyroll. You can watch all of it. I went back and watched just random episodes. Watched the ending again. And then there's also this OVA, this old OVA. I guess there's a new one theoretically coming out this year, I guess. But the old one is just like some battles, and it's kind of cool because it's just a bunch of the action, but you don't know what's going on. They were like Blu-ray bonuses, and it's just in like 480. All right, so we'll put that on there. It's kind of like got a little bit of a riverboat vibe going here. I don't know if that plays, if you understand what I mean by that, if that makes any sense. But I'm getting a little bit of a riverboat vibe. All right, so we'll put that there. I think it's like this piece here. Just reminds me of a riverboat. And we'll put that there. Building some weapons up. All right. And then this goes on here. And then this goes in this. And then, yeah, so that's a weapon you can move around a bit. That's pretty cool. And that goes aside. And then we're going to finish off. We're almost done with this bag here. But yeah, what's talking about here? Oh, I was talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. I really like that show. That's one of the things that really like. I watched, completely subtitled, and I watched the whole thing. Flame of Recca was one that like no one talks about that I really liked. That kind of strayed from the manga. The anime is very faithful. There's like a filler arc that's bad, but there's not much that's bad about the 112 episode show, which is pretty impressive. Um, yeah, there's very little filler that's awful. It's mostly just like sometimes there's recaps that like I wish this was a real episode and not a recap, but yeah, great characters, great character design, great supporting cast, and then the creator went on to make Hunter x Hunter, which if you haven't watched the 2011 re-release, which is like a remake of it, like new art, instead of doing weird OVAs and continuous story, it's the whole show. That's totally worth watching. That's an incredible show that I highly recommend checking out. The last arc is basically another anime. I'm not the first to say that. I'm not the last to say it. It's really weird. The last arc, the Chimera Ant arc, is so weird and feels like a different show. There was always like realness, quote unquote, and like drama in Hunter x Hunter, but it was kind of like light. That one is not light. There's very little joy in that part of the show. Wait. Oh, I put this on wrong. I did this wrong. It goes on this side. Hooray! Glad that was easy to fix. Put that on wrong, and then we're putting these wheels on here. And then we'll put on this, lock it in place. Wheel seems close to that thing, but whatever. Alright, and then let's see if that is one more piece. We just put this gray piece on the roof of this, and then we attach this here. Put where? So this is weird. Why wouldn't they tell me how this attaches? They literally don't. I'm going to show you here. We got this piece here. It's like, hey, you finished it. That's how it looks. Look at that. Let me get the small camera there. And then the next page is like, boom, it's just attached. And it doesn't really say. So now I have to kind of like line it up and see if I can do this right. So this is the front. Like I know this goes through. And alright, I think it goes like, I'm going to assume that I'm doing this right. It looks, because it looks flush. The corner here looks flush to this. Yeah, okay. That looks right. And then this turning thing goes in the middle. And ostensibly this thing will help turn. This moves like it's supposed to. This opens up, which is cool. This opens up, which is cool. It's all cool. All right, bag 3's coming. We're going to put these extra pieces in our bag here. We've got some stormtroopers to build, which is nice and easy to do. We're going to put our extra pieces in there. LEGO is kind enough to give us some extra pieces here, which is great in case we lose something. All right. Put that aside. So that's the end of our video here. I've got another video coming. What would we do? 45 minutes? That's awesome. So this was the first one. I've got another video here. We're going to keep building. We're going to do the other side of what we did here and then finish it up. Thanks for joining me here on this YouTube special for the Build with Bear workshop. As always, I've been Pat Bear. Thank you for joining me and have a great, well, I don't know, internet time. Bye bye.